Mhm. Okay, so we are live on YouTube. Good evening, everybody. So tonight we're going to talk about doing our best. Are you doing your best? We have like 10 questions to talk about it. And I'd like to start with the first one. If you feel comfortable, please introduce yourselves. If you don't want to do that, I mean, it's okay. So question number one for Tiago, I'm sorry, my bad. What does doing your best mean to you personally?
I'm think it's about dedicating time, effort, dedication, and empenho. I don't know this word, but it's important thing because you use your time, your strong. I don't know. It's a thing important to you, important for someone. Is that?
Great point of view. Thank you. What about you, Camila? What do you think?
Hello, guys. Good evening. My name is Camila. I live in São Paulo. I guess I had immersions with both of you, so just a formal way to introduce myself. I am 39 years old. I work as an accountant in an energy company. And I guess, as Leandro said, because the topic is not a good topic to discuss today, but was the meaning that I decided to go in this immersion, just because it's a challenge to be best, and it's really relative, I guess. I believe it can be something relate to yourself when we're talking about doing our best or helping others, I guess. So it's really different kinds of views, in my opinion. If you ask me, I'm not doing my best today, and many reasons, I guess, but it's really relative, in my opinion, I guess.
It's funny because sometimes we do a lot of self-judgments and we are not fair with ourselves. Like we consider sometimes, in my case, I consider that I am not good enough. I'm not working the things off. So
Mm-hmm.
kind of imposter syndrome, like I am not able to do that. I have not, I have not the skills to do A or to do B, to do this, to do that. And but sometimes we are like procrastinating or we are like not motivated or even though doing, I don't know, doing things without being motivated, but we can recognize the behavior, our behavior, that we are not dedicating ourselves or doing our best. But that the good thing, the good side of it is that we have the opportunity, at least I mean, almost all of us have the opportunity to do different tomorrow. So it's well, we are just on the first question, and I'm already going so far away about it. But yeah, let me answer the question. Actually, to me, doing my best, it's like being efficient and taking advantage of all the time that I have, and also being idle when I need to take some rest or doing nothing. So I believe it's something that we have to be aware every time, if we are doing our best, if we are able to do better than we did in the past, whatever we are talking about. So that's what I think about this question. Camila, would you mind to read and answer the second question to us?
Let me see. How do you know when you are doing your best at something? Oh God. I guess my best could be like when I can achieve my goals, or this could be a daily goal, like if I decide to read 10 pages of a book and then I could do it, I believe this is my best in that day. Or when I can see that I am improving in many topics, it could be like a job or in a personal life or in the studies. I guess this is I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say that in English, but the results, it touchable way, something like this. And you can see that you are not in the achieve your goal, but you are in the way, I guess. This could measurable, I believe.
I believe measurable or noticeable. There's an expression to
Yeah.
or I have two options: or I translate it, or I try to perform a big research around the topic.
No big deal.
That's great. That's great. That's great. What about you, Chad? What do you think about the second question? Oh, let me. I'm sorry. There is someone here trying to join us, but I believe
Oh yeah.
we are not. We have to be fair with the person that are here already. So fortunately, that happens. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Thiago.
Okay. I'm think to me, I'm like look at the result, metrics and feedbacks. I'm like so much of feedbacks. I think it's very important because you can see the results of your work, of your job, and and is that it's very important the metrics because you can control, you can see the results of best form and organization form. Is that
Yeah. So to me, it's hard because sometimes even when people tell us that we are doing a good job, sometimes we, at least in my case, I think, okay, you consider it is a good job, but I am able to do better than it. So
Always right.
actually, yeah, it's something like therapy that we are doing right now. just just acknowledging our suffering, our daily suffering regarding this topic. But okay, no problem. So let's jump to the third question, if you don't mind. So, do you feel satisfied when you believe you've done your best, even if the outcome isn't what you expected? Hard question, actually. As you've mentioned before, Camila, like if you have a to-do list or if you have a goal, if you have something that you are supposed to do and you at least complete, at least you try it, I believe I can feel a little bit satisfied with that. So I am okay with that. So at least I have accomplished the task. I tried my best, so I feel satisfied. Not 100%, but I feel at least a little bit satisfied with that. What do you think, Camila?
I agree 100% because I am the kind of person who needs some agenda to follow. Like I need to be in a calendar and put my goals, my daily routines, something like this, just to have this feeling that I am, oh, this is okay today, it's okay. And when I have some troubles and I am unable to check all the skills in that day, I had a not a bad feeling, but I believe that today was my best, but tomorrow I will try again. So I am this kind of person. I need to have a routine. like I need to decide what to do tomorrow, or I need to see about my daily routine. What can I change? What is not working so good? I believe this is, for me, it's a good way to measure how it's going on. How can I be like next month? I need to change this, or I need to look at the things, right? In you, Tiago, what do you think?
Yeah, agree with you. To me, it's great to know that you try your best and dedicate
Mm-hmm.
time and try to be better. But okay, have sometimes you can't. But okay,
Yeah.
you have another day, another chance sometimes, but it's a very good it's very good feel this satisfaction. It's very good.
So let's jump to the fourth question. I mean, today we are going, I believe it's going to be the first immersion that we will reach the 10th question, the last question.
Oh, I had one. I had one the beginning of this week. I had one immersion that
Really?
we, yes,
It
was
it
my
never
first time.
happened. It never happened with
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
All right. So if to I mean, if you don't mind, you can, Camila, read. I believe Thiago has not read any question
Oh,
yet, right?
yes. Yeah.
So Thiago, can you read the fourth question? Read an answer.
Yes. uh, what factors might prevent someone from doing their best in a given situation? Let me see. I'm thinking there are several reasons. Lack of physical and mental health. It's very important to this. Lack of motivation. Toxic people. So have very reasons, but depends of the person. To me, I'm think the lack of motivation, it's the main reason, because if I not see the good reason to make my my tasks, I'm not do. It's very difficult to me. And you, Camila?
I guess we are doing with uh, life trouble, so we can't say a lot of factors here. Like I am not this kind of person who believes in motivation. I don't think this is a good way to decide what to do today. Like it's depend of your mood. You decide to go to the gym and you decide to study. In my opinion, this doesn't work. You have to follow, as I said before, you have to follow a daily tasks. Even if you're not so good, you have to do it. Like for example, study English. I try to do it every day, but if I jump something, or if I jump one day, I believe the next day it's a little bit harder to come back. So I hate to jump these steps, because I feel more satisfied when I go through all the days doing, and I can see the development or the improvement, instead of jump, oh, I'm not so good today, I am tired. And I think it's not a good way to measure your improvement in any kind of skills or tasks, as Thiago said. So I believe the factors, of course, we are not so good every day, but I am doing my best to check all my tasks, because if I jump one day, it's terrible to come back. I hate to jump something because, for example, go to the gym, I am without in maybe 3 months, because I had a COVID months ago, and then I cannot come back because I jumped the steps, and now I am now okay. I will come back. I will come back, but I cannot feeling motivation like this.
Are you still paying the gym?
No, it's here in
Oh.
my no, I don't need to pay. No. No.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I am divided between the two of you because
Yeah.
I believe that we have to have a little bit, at least a little bit of motivation to do whatever we need to do. But on the other hand, if we always depend on motivation, it's not gonna work. Like, I believe we need routine, like to go to the gym. I mean, when I have to go to the gym, I usually go in the morning, early in the morning, and I leave
Yeah.
everything prepared the night before. Otherwise, I will wake up and I will start to thinking, but oh, I'm already delayed. Okay,
Yeah.
let me look for my headset, let me look for my water bottle, you know. But if I have everything done already, I only have to prepare myself to go, but it's easier and I don't have to think. I don't have to deal with my laziness because it's natural. I am a human being, so
Yes, every day.
when I wake up in the morning, I am lazy. I would rather to stay in the bed until what I don't know until 10 a.m. So it's impossible. So when it's 10 next 6 a.m., I jump out of bed and I go to the gym without thinking too much. But maybe if we are motivated to do whatever we need to do, we can be a little bit more happy, I think, or happier than we would only checking our tasks or only obeying our routine. So actually, it's hard to live because we don't have any major problem that we can see, oh, I have a big problem. No, it's only behavioral stuff, it's only ways of thinking, and maybe to you, Camila, and as well also to me, to have a routine and don't to have to think too much about anything works. But maybe to
Yeah.
Tiago, to feeling that he is being motivated, that he have a purpose on whatever he is doing, maybe it works better for him. So the magical of this of everything, the magic I think is we are different. But I believe sometimes I need to have a routine and I don't have a lot of time to deal with my weaknesses.
Yes. If you have to decide in the day, of course you're not going to the gym, you're not going to eat good, you're going to ask it some food in the iFood. So I believe this is not a, you don't need to make your brain free because of the time we are going to choose the easier, right?
Now that you've mentioned that, it's funny because sometimes we have food already ready, already
Yes.
done at home, but I mean I have to go to get my kid on the school, and I'm going with my wife, and we were talking, we can, I don't know, have
Yeah.
I don't know, have some snacks or have a pizza, but we already have the
Yeah.
food done at home.
Mm-hmm.
So no, let's be strong. Let's come back home and the food, the meal is delicious here at home. You know, homemade food is
Mm-hmm.
delicious. But we also have the desire to go out, to hang out, to go to a restaurant, to go to a fast food. And it's hard because our brain, it's always bothering us, like trying to avoid
Mm-hmm.
I mean, energy waste. If we have to make an
Yeah.
effort, our brain is always trying to find a shortcut. It's hard. Actually, it's hard. It's hard to do
Because
to do our best.
Yes, because of this, I believe this is when you can do what you decide to do. For example, in the beginning of the week, I guess this is the kind of satisfaction feeling when you are, oh, I decide to do this, so I already finished it. So I guess this is the good point to feel satisfying because we are not thinking about eating and not easy things or new things. You are just following your routine. For me, this is the only way that could works. But of course, sometimes I had my jumps here. And you,
It's
Thiago?
natural. It's natural.
Yes, I hate, but it's natural.
Yeah,
Sad
I'm
but true.
agree with you. It's a complicated thing because sometimes the motivation depends of many things. Uh, Sometimes you wake up and you are very motivation. I will do many things. I will run. I will the gym, but sometimes no, you wake up and say, why?
Yeah.
No, I'm off my bed. So depends of many things. It's it's a complicated depends of your life, your routine. If you have a health routine or you have a toxic routine, like you um, the como é que eu posso dizer? O trânsito, or if you live, esqueci a palavra agora. Sorry.
About transit, you can say traffic. Like
Traffic,
there's a lot of
thanks.
traffic.
Traffic, it's a terrible thing. I'm think the traffic, it's the terrible thing to workers. Oh,
Where do you live, Thiago?
living in Vitória da Conquista in Bahia State.
Oh, okay,
But
nice.
but in my case, I'm working in my home, so it's very
Okay.
good. Yeah, and because you have time to do yourself things. But for someone living in São Paulo, it's terrible. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours in traffic. No, it's terrible.
It's not that easy, actually. And while you were talking about it, I was thinking like uh sometimes the sad thing is that sometimes we wake up in the morning and it's a Wednesday and we are hoping for the weekend. But
Yeah.
are we wasting our time or are we only supposed to be happy at weekends? So if we consider we have around 52 weeks in a year, and the weekends they are they are I mean we have 2 days in a weekend. We have
Mhm.
52 days. So we have 1/3 of the year that we are really happy, and the rest of the year we are only waiting to death, waiting to, you know, makes no
Yeah.
sense. Like life is right now. I mean, I heard a quote, I listened a quote that the person said, when you are healthy, you have like 10 or 20 problems. When you are ill, like when you have a disease, you have just one problem that you have to solve. And
Yeah.
every minute that you live, it's worth. Like we are wasting our life when we are thinking that the happy hour is after the entire day. It's like it's funny to talk about it. It's funny to realize that we behave like that, but it's true. Sometimes we are not enjoying the process. We are not enjoying what we are like our job, our family, our errands, our things that we have to do that are not that pleasant, like doing our errands during the day, or our tasks, or working, or dealing with hard situations at work, hard situations with our family or with our neighbors. Wow, we are going really deep tonight.
Yeah. This
And
is
we
awesome. I
are,
love it.
it's 6:30 and we are only on the fourth question. So we are in risk to don't reach the last one.
Yeah.
All right, let me read the fifth question. How do you handle situations when you feel you could have done better? It depends. Sometimes I feel frustration, sometimes I feel I don't mind about it. Okay, it happened, it has it's passed. Tomorrow I will have it's classic for a procrastinator. When you have wasted your time during the day, you think, oh no, tomorrow is gonna be different. It
Next
won't.
month, next week.
And the years are passing by and the clock is ticking and nothing really changes. What
Yeah.
do you think about it, guys? Camila or Thiago, what do you think about the fifth question, the situations when you
I'm
feel
I'm
that
going
you
to
have
be
to?
honest here. I am really angry when I have to deal with this kind of situation because for me, it's, of course, I am doing this a lot, but when I decide to do something, was in my, how can I say that? Pro meu bem. And when I cannot see the develop about these things, I am really angry because I decided last month, last week. So why I cannot do it? Because it's for by my best. So I guess this is not a good feeling for me. I am really angry, and I know sometimes we are just putting ourselves in charge when you are okay, let's go slowly, one step in from the other. But I hate this kind of feeling. I hate for real. It's like I am avoiding my development, something like this.
So you feel upset when that
Yeah, of
happens.
course, of course.
And you, Thiago?
I'm agreed with you. I hate it's
Yeah.
it's a bad thing. Uh, in Italy, I'm feel very bad and guilt. Then I'm reflect and I'm try to see the points of improvement. It's very important. Always reflect and see. I need improve in this point. It's very important. No very points so great things. I think it's very important. Uh, Trait of I don't know, little things, little points, because it's not the big things uh, influenciam your day. It's the little things and little points. So these points it's very important because uh, is joined and in the future se tornam big things, big problems.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm think it's very important, careful of the big points or the little points.
While you both were talking about, I was recalling a situation, a feeling actually. Have you ever have you ever felt? Yes, have you ever felt like you you accomplish or I mean you accomplish a task in the future. Like the next week I'm going to go to a congress or I'm going to go to I don't know, to an event. Oh, that would be great. Right, okay. I acknowledge that. And when it comes the day You think like, oh, wow, why have I accomplished that? I don't know. I don't want to go there. I don't, you know what I mean? Like mainly when you are preparing yourself, when you are having a shower, like, oh man, what I've
Yeah.
done, or can I
I don't want to
cancel
go.
it? Yes,
I don't want to
something like
go.
that. This is crazy. Like, have you ever felt something like that?
Always. I had some, I don't know how to say that, corrida de ruas, runs,
Street
I
street
don't,
run.
street runs, I guess. And the day before the street run, I was like, oh my gosh, why? I need to wake up 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. So why I decide to do this? Why?
Makes no
And
sense.
I spend all the month training for this day. And when the day happened, you are like, why, my God? I had
Or
this
when you
feeling.
or when you have to have social interactions. I mean, when you
Oh,
have to meet new people or to introduce yourself. Sometimes you are not in the mood to do that, but you already
yes.
accomplished, or you have an important event in your job, and oh, like poker faces.
Yes.
I believe
Always,
this
almost
is
always.
I believe this is our mind trying to avoid conflict, trying to avoid waste of energy. You know,
Yes.
there's no any other reason because a lot of times it's something that is good. I mean, uh, when you talk about your street run, it's an event. It's good for your health. For your health, it's good because you have trained it a lot, and you interact with people. It's something good. Or even when it's something bad, okay, it's understandable. But when it's something good for us, makes no sense that behavior. So it's really interesting when that happens, but happens so often with me, and I guess with you it's the same.
Maybe because we are talking about the comfort zone, maybe. Like, oh, I am here in my comfort zone. I don't need to go and interact with the others. I don't know. Maybe you are not in the mood, could be. But I guess we are, for me, most of the time related a comfort zone.
Now that you've mentioned, sometimes we are in a different mood when we accomplish to participate
Yeah.
or to go, and when it's the time to go, or when it's the time to do whatever we are going to do. So we change every day. It's impossible to be the same all of the time, and it's interesting. And now that you've mentioned about comfort zone, have you ever heard about safe zone or security zone? Because we have our comfort zone, but
Okay.
we have also our security zone, like regarding our careers. We always have to be developing ourselves or learning something new or training a new ability, because otherwise will be like out of our safety zone. Like we are in the same job like for 10 years, and oh, it's everything okay. I'm okay here. I don't need to study anything new. I don't need to learn anything new. I don't need to read. I don't need to stay tuned with whatever is happening in the market. But all of a sudden you lose your job and you are out of your security zone. You don't know what's happening in the market. You don't have a new ability. You don't have any skill, and you have to work too work harder than if you like if you were studying, or if you were meeting knowing people, or if you were, I don't know, participating in your market. Maybe you have a new opportunity. Maybe you have an improvement in your career that you are not be you are not have the same opportunity if you still out of your security zone. So this is interesting. I believe there's some material on YouTube, Brazilian material about it. regarding security zone and comfort zone, and it's important. It's interesting. Well, and I'm sure that we won't reach the last question.
But the conversation is really good.
Yeah, actually, I am
Yes.
using a lot of vocabulary that I don't use often. So
Yeah.
it's good. Well, let me see. Thiago, do you mind to read? I believe we are on the sixth question, the next one, right? Do you mind to read
Yes.
the sixth question and
Yes,
read an answer
is
to
the
us?
six. Okay. Do you think it's important to always strive to your best? Why or why not? Okay. Depends of the situation. For example, if you don't see perspective in a job, it's not a good idea to continue doing your best. There is a saying that goes, if the salary is minimum, so is the effort. But when there is the perspective, and then is if that is worth it, it's very important. Have have your best, your dedication. It's very important to give the attention of your boss, of your leader, your team. I think it's very important. In you, Camila.
Um, I I had a moment in my life. I spent 10 years in the same company. And in the middle of the process, I decided to study English. And it was the best thing that I could do for myself because I could see another world around me. I could see another opportunities. I could meet some new friends. I study abroad because I was studying English. So I guess sometimes we are just going without any goals. I have a lot of goals that I want to achieve. Like we are studying English here, but I study Spanish. I had an opportunity to study when I was 18. I was a teenager and I had the opportunity to study Spanish. In that time, I was not able to see which kind of doors Spanish could open for me. And now I need to go. I had a teacher that he said, you have to go behind the train because the train already passed it. So I guess we need to get some new things to develop, in my opinion. And I believe this is almost related to effort, because if you are studying English, you need to develop another thing, because this is the meaning of life, in my opinion. You have to be in movement. You have to be like in flow. You need to learn new things. Maybe this could be, you can see another level of your life, maybe another career. I guess this is the better way for me to be in movement, to be in contact with the other, to see new things. This make me really happy. And I believe this is related to, it's strive or strive. I don't know the pronunciation about this word.
I
Is
believe
strive?
it's a strive. I believe it's a strive. Let's check on
Yeah.
dictionary.com. Dictionary.com.
I changed the word to effort because I don't know about the pronunciation.
Let me see.
But for me, for example, I was thinking about a deep question here. Where could you be if you are not procrastination in all of the years that you pass? For example, 5 years ago, this is the deep question. I know.
Don't think like that,
Don't
please.
Stop right now. Don't say nothing. Because it's a kind of I don't know how to say that. It's a kind of judgment that we need to do. Just not because the bad feeling, but you need to go ahead. So I guess this is a kind of study or I forgot the word. Você tem que trazer essa questão sempre
You have to
to
bring this
feel,
question.
yes, to feel that oh my gosh, I'd spend maybe 5 years without learning a book, without learning something new. So why am here? Something like this, right? We are not passing our time here, I guess.
Okay, makes sense what you said, but to me, I believe it's like to be some self-judgment or to have some self-judgment,
Yes.
but in a bad way, like, oh my God, what
Yes.
if, what if I've done
Mm-hmm.
this different? Actually, it's a good reflection because we can, using that way, we can drive our next actions or we can improve our routine or whatever. But there are a lot of people that is still like thinking in a negative way. Oh, what if I've done this different? Or
Mm-hmm.
so maybe we need a little bit of that, but with, I don't know, with care. We have to take care. I mean, yeah, makes sense, but not because there's a lot of people that is still frozen,
Yeah.
thinking, oh, what if, okay, right now in my case, I am 33 years old. If I have dedicated myself the last 15 years more, so
Mm-hmm.
we have the opportunity to start again. Tomorrow is a new day. The sun is brightening again. So maybe it's good to think like that. Okay, I am here. Maybe I would be like further than I am if I had
Yeah.
dedicated myself a little bit more, but that's not the reality. So let's work with what we have. Let's work with our reality and strive to do our best. I checked it here.
Oh.
Strive in American English and strive in British. I don't know why
Okay, so
they change. Whatever.
we can say
It's the same of either or either.
oh, perfect.
It's either okay, the pronunciation. So
Perfect.
yeah, so I was about to say something important, but actually I forgot. I am exhausted. I don't know. I was about to say something. It's not. I mean, not important, but something good to say about regarding what we were talking about, but I forgot. Well, maybe
There is
it's what.
a quote from Steve Jobs regarding that we are talking about here in the think in the past. They say that you can see only the meaning of your present moment, and when you can look back. So I guess this is a good topic. You're not a victim. You can see like I need to be here in that moment that I am right now because you are connecting the dots. I don't know if you heard about it, but he was trying to explain that we are in a process, I guess, and you can only understand your meaning to be in your time in life when you are able to connect the dots back. So I guess this could be a good way to understand, okay, I am here. I passed for a lot of things, but now I can go ahead and try to be better, I guess. So it's a good, just a thought that I had here.
Great, great. Oh, actually, I recalled what I was about to say.
Oh, perfect.
It was about Tiago said. I mean, the question says, do you think it's important to always strive to do your best? I believe I would remove the word always. Like
Yeah.
it's important to strive sometimes. Maybe uh often, yes, but not always. And sometimes you have to evaluate your path. Like if you're
Mm-hmm.
like you said, or like Thiago said, it's not that intelligent to keep doing the same thing or to keep making an effort or to keep spending an energy in something that it won't I mean it won't driven you into a good result or maybe a non-result, like you are dedicating yourself in a job that makes no sense to your reality, as Thiago said, makes no sense at all, so you are wasting your time. But sometimes we are too busy to think like that, to
Yeah.
have like a step back and watch the situation and evaluate the situation, that we keep doing, we keep saying that we are busy. Oh no, I'm busy. I have no time to think about it. I have no time to, and then you start to, and then the years are passing, the time is passing, and
Yes.
I believe it's the only resource that we cannot have back. Like if we lose money, we can work again and we can earn it again. And or if we lose, I don't know, almost everything we can like recover, but with time is different. And this is sad because if you think like if you consider people that are already elder, like 80 years old or 90 years old, they don't have makes no sense to them to have like long-term plans or projects,
No.
because even if they don't accept it, they don't have like long-term. We are talking about 5 years, 10 years with luck. So right now, to me, I believe all of us here are around the 30s, the 40s. We don't consider that we have only more 40 years of
Yeah.
time. We don't think about it. We only think about small things like, oh, okay, I want a better job. I want to travel abroad. But we don't think that in at least 40 years, uh-uh, game over.
Yes.
There's no
Yes.
there's no time anymore. So wow, today is really it's really deep discussion.
It's true.
Okay, let's call the two of them again. I believe Walzen has Paul. Walzen is not here anymore. I don't know what happened, but we have Jairo and Marcio.
Mm.
And yes, so it was a good conversation. As expected, we didn't reach the last question. It's it's funny, but it's okay because it's a signal that the conversation was really good. Hey,
Yes, I
welcome back, Jairo, Marcio. Well, we lost Walzen in the middle of the.
Yeah, he was with problem with his connections with the internet.
No, great, great. So, how was the conversation there on the breakout room?
It was very nice. Um, uh, I realized a few things, while you were speaking about the topic, you realize things that you don't usually think about. So that's very interesting.
And it's hard because we were here like in almost in a therapy session, like
Mhm.
you know, reevaluating our lives and what we have done until now, and that we have not more than 40 years to live. And then
Oh, you guys were talking very deeply, right? So,
yeah, we were almost
yes.
crying. We were
Yeah.
almost crying here. Okay, so people, we have like 5 minutes left, and I just shared with you the survey URL. Please evaluate. It's very important to us, and feel free to just if you don't like, if you didn't like something, feel free to describe, to write down your thoughts about it. And but it's really, really good to have you here to talk about this subject that we are proposed to talk. And well, we have like 5 minutes, 5 times. And yes, let's talk a little bit more. I don't know. Here I believe the highest point of our conversation was really to not always strive, if you're talking with British accent, to not strive doing our best when without considering if we are doing the best thing or if we have made the best choices. Like what have you reached the sixth question, Jairo and Marcio?
Yeah,
Which question?
yeah. We read and answer all the questions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
We were just two persons, me and
Yes.
Marcio. So it was very like a quick question and answer.
Like question six. Oh, do you agree?
Exactly.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. When we just finished, we start to talk about our areas, because you probably realize that most of the persons here in Talk and Talk, they are come from technology field,
I see.
like, yeah. I don't know exactly why it happens, but we are in different fields. I'm from HR and he's from logistics. So we were just talking about the
really?
challenges that we face in our areas.
So you work with human resources?
Yeah.
Marcel, do
nice.
you work with what?
Logistics.
Logistics. So I work with IT, Jairo with HR, Marcio with logistics, Camila is an accountant, right?
Yeah.
I forgot what Thiago do for a living.
Work with TI too.
IT also. Oh, yes. So I work with IT infrastructure. Are you a developer, Thiago?
No, I'm product owner.
PO, right. Yeah, so it's really rare to have like these all different fields in the same immersion.
Yeah. What is the name of the maybe Thiago, you will know very quick. When we have it's not a schedule, like a squad with different areas, with different people with different skills. There is a name for that.
Brainstorm? No, right?
No. I squad, like a team
Oh, okay.
with different abilities,
Like
different
a
skills.
multidisciplinar
Yeah, there is a
word.
this is yeah there is a word because this is a method of project management, but I forgot the name of it.
Scrum?
No, it's not Scrum. Yeah, but it's like Leandro said, like multidisciplinary
There's
team.
a more beautiful word to
Yeah,
say
exactly.
that.
Yeah, it is the same.
At the end of the day, it's a bunch of people that nobody understands what the others do, and
Exactly. That's
everybody's
perfect. We have a
everybody's
very difficult challenge to handle. We don't know how to solve it, so
war room.
we bring different people, hoping that someone will have more knowledge about the goal.
It's a war room.
Yeah.
So people, it's really good to have you tonight here. It was a really good conversation, and I hope you can participate on the next week, the same time, the same channel. So, well, I believe that's it. Let's end our meeting, right? Thank you.
All right, good.
Have a
Thank
nice
you,
one.
guys.
Thank you,
See you
guys.
in the
Bye bye.
next.
Good night.